¿Qué es la que hay, Corillo?
Welcome back to another episode of the brothers. Yes, Monsters. The Lyle and Erik Menendez story. Bienvenidos de vuelta a otro episodio más de Monsters de la historia de Lyle y Erik. As you guys know, we're doing this in bilingual. Yeah, Spanglish. Yep, literally Spanglish. So we're trying to keep it as I'm doing English, Alex is doing Spanish, but we obviously get confused along the way, so just bear with us. We're trying to get the momentum of this going. So we're going to go into episode number 4. I saw in the comments that these two next episodes are a little bit hard to like watch because I guess they get like more in depth with the story. So let's see.
Vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa aquí, Corillo. Dicen que en estos 2 episodios la historia se pone bien intensa porque explican bastante qué es lo que está pasando o por lo que ellos pasaron como tal en la historia de ellos. So, vamos a ver qué nos traen aquí, Corillo.
Vamos allá. Let's do this.
¡Tarán!
¿Estás en inglés y lo subtitulo en español?
Yes, ma'am.
Sí, lo volví. What is this?
¿Qué está pasando aquí? ¿Sí es saber aquí? ¿1988?
Okay, so this was 2 years?
Oh, yo creo que esto es cuando ellos estaban por ahí robando.
Oh, yeah, they were robbing houses,
They catch a case, yeah. Reason why los papás lo querían sacar del
will. Yeah, I remember that part, yeah. That's crazy. You have the money of the world. Like, your dad is rich. Well, we don't know if the dad, you know, there's rich parents que son cabrones. I mean, ¿por qué tú tienes la necesidad de hacer eso? Okay.
I think they've been there before.
Oh my God, my mom had that egg.
Really?
Mi mamá tenía ese huevito. Yes!
Right? They just went straight to that room and they knew exactly dónde encontrarlo.
Exacto, sabían dónde estaba todo.
They're taking a lot of stuff.
Oh, yes. Priorities.
No way.
Prioridades, okay?
I remember when that Solo Flex used to be on every single like infomercial.
Literal, estaba en todos lados esa mierda.
They moved out.
That's fucking easy. See? I told you. Nice work, eh? Yeah, well, what do they always tell us? Just never get caught.
I mean, that is kind of true. Never get caught, pero cabrones, en serio.
But you did get caught. And correct me if I'm wrong, your father had Erik take the fault for that, right?
Well, yeah.
And he's younger.
I mean, that wasn't my decision.
Was the light in blue?
Yep.
And that's how you met Jerome Oziel?
Yes. Part of our punishment was that we had to start seeing a therapist.
Yeah.
Lyle, I had a conversation with Erik. He told me some things. I want to get your side.
Wait, why is she talking to him? She said that she was going to represent the other guy, Erik only.
That's the other girl, the one with the pelo lacio. I'm guessing that's his new attorney.
And why is she here?
Because they still have to cross-reference.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going against each other. They just think it's better to defend them individually, each one.
Maybe to get on the same page with the story.
Claro. Sí, exacto. Ella lo está entrevistando. Lo que dice Alex es que porque ella está hablando con él, si ella, la del pelito rizo, es la abogada de Erik. Pero es porque, pues, cada uno tiene una defensa propia, pero me imagino que es más fácil hacerlo de esa manera en vez de que una persona representa a dos, pero tienen que hacer el sentido que sus historias macheen.
Pero también
no ya habían legales.
ya habían insinuado que ella tenía como un fetish por los menores.
¿Quién?
Ella.
She had a fetish?
No, nada que fetish, pero ya el otro tipo, ¿te acuerdas el que estaba en el restaurante? Dijo como que ella siempre representa solamente a menores de edad, criminales menores.
So, she only represents young criminals?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that part.
I think that's what the guy in the restaurant said. Yeah.
No, I didn't catch that part.
No?
Lyle, he told me you abused him sexually. and that your father did the same thing to you.
Boom.
You're just, trying to pin this all on me?
No. Lyle, it's true. Leslie is Eric's counsel. I am yours.
Yeah.
But this is just typical in trials such as these. We both need to hear this story from both.
No, I know what you're doing. Trying to paint a picture of my dad as evil, and that's just not true, okay? That's not who he was. My father was a great man, and I loved him a great deal.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if the two of you can understand that. Maybe you can't. But I loved him, and he loved me, and he wanted so much for us. See, this is what no one could understand, is that he held us to this higher standard, right? And then you two bring me in here to talk about how fucking terrible he was, and
Why did you kill him then?
I'm just not going to do that.
¿Por qué lo
Okay?
mataste? He's hiding something.
He loved me.
Él está, se ve que no. Él está empujando unos sentimientos para abajo bien
I loved my
cabrón.
dad.
Lyle, you shot him in the head. You see how that doesn't make sense?
Thank you.
Yeah, I see how that doesn't make sense to you. You don't understand who my dad was and what he wanted from me.
What was it he wanted?
He wanted me to be number one
At what?
Everything.
at everything.
Cacho lo sabía.
I had to be the best at tennis.
There you go! Yes, that's my boy! Yes!
Ooh,
I had to get the
puta.
best grades.
You think you're getting into an Ivy League school with this kind of shit? This essay is absolutely childish and pathetic. It's fucking unbelievable. I write the next one.
¿Qué?
I had to date the best girls.
But that's her. I told her she could come over for dinner.
No. I've heard about this girl, and she's a bimbo. And
If this is the
slut.
girl that you pointed out yesterday, then no way. Mom, nuh-uh. That girl is not eating off of my good china. She probably has AIDS.
Oh, well.
Mom, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you
Hey,
talking
easy.
about? She's outside. She's at the fucking door.
Sit down. No. Lyle! You open that door, and I swear to God, I fucking killed you. Sit down. Sit down.
Pero que, what are we watching?
I'll tell you, fucking gold digger.
Thank you. Get rid of her, please, now.
Okay. Hello? Okay, Lyle is not free to date you, sweetheart. Bye.
He's like 20,
When I had to get
19
into
years
Ivy
old.
League school, he was obsessed with this idea.
And I can say with confidence to you, Board of Admissions, that not only am I destined for Princeton, I, Joseph Lyle Menendez, am destined for greatness.
Wow. Lyle's excellent. A really good sweetheart.
It's really good, Lyle.
Thank you.
Hold on. Are you talking to him or me? Because I wrote that. I mean, his essay was like
That's
written
why he
in fucking
wrote.
crayon. That's how you get into Princeton.
Okay,
That's
pause this
an
shit. Let me
essay.
swallow this real quick. Hold. Bitch, I'm sorry. And I'm sure, like many parents watching this series, you already know where the fuck this is going. Like, you can expect so much from your kids, but there's a certain way in doing things. Like, what? Like, he's doing job for him, That's not, eso no es mérito propio. Like,
Obviously not, but he want to project his kids as like, you know, like elite, you know. He's rich, he's a millionaire, so
right.
he want his kids to be the president or something.
And that's fine. I bet $100 you don't smack your kid around in the head. You're gonna end up being a story, like if he obviously didn't kill him, de que, oh, I survived my evil parents and look at what I've become. You know what I'm saying? Como que he's not gonna give you merit for that. You're gonna be that stuck up piece of shit dad. Como que,
Or even worse, you're gonna end up on a monster Netflix series.
what he said. Dilo en español.
Que
Hola,
Verónica dice que esa no es la forma de criar a los niños.
Bueno, eso es obvio.
En el sentido de estar pegándoles y qué sé yo, ni tan siquiera haciéndole los trabajos de universidad. ¿Por qué? Porque no le estás dando mérito a ellos.
No, que el papá dice que él quiere que sus hijos sean los mejores. Claro, vamos a decir que nunca los hubieran matado y que fueran los mejores, cool. Pero no llegaron ahí, primero ni por mérito propio, which is fine, hay gente que vive así. Pero tus hijos te van a tener odio toda la vida. So, ¿de qué te va a servir? Tú puedes... Never mind, let's keep going. I'm fucking pissed. I'm flabbergasted.
What?
Isn't that what, cheating?
I love that word.
I want to tell you a secret. Okay? Every fucking body cheats in this world. And you know what I say about that? You know how you get all this? Lie. Cheat. Steal.
Ay, oh, no.
I'll win.
Horrible.
Okay? I never got caught.
He taught him
Why
that.
you got mad when they were stealing around the neighborhood?
They got caught.
Took a while, and I had to do a year of community college first, but yeah.
Oh, he's cheating. He's gonna get caught.
Look, there's got to be something we can do.
How was he cheating? What was he doing?
I'm sure.
No sé, I mean, that was something.
Lyle was caught plagiarizing a partner psychology lab assignment, and that's been direct.
Sorry, excuse me. Psychology lab? What is that? I've never even heard of that. Come on, do they have labs in psychology? Really?
They do.
No, but I mean in the real world, when you go out there and you see a psychologist, he never says, "Bye, I'm off to the lab." Come on.
You have to know about medicine, you fucking dumbwit.
It's a little bit it's bullshit. What I mean is, my son didn't cheat on something important.
Well, unfortunately, we just don't see it that
Look,
way.
he cheated. I will beat the hell out of him for it. But he's not getting expelled.
Mr. Menendez.
No, sir. He's not getting expelled. I swear to God, listen, as a pillar of this community, I've given so much money, so much fucking money year after year. So at least we have to work something out.
That is so
I'm
embarrassing
that serious.
for him.
I'm that serious. I'm not moving from this chair. I will piss in my pants.
Cabrón.
Okay. Best I can do is a 1-year
Oh
suspension.
shit! Still a full year.
You can tell us all about this. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You're coming to LA this summer. You're gonna job with me. You're gonna be an executive trainee, and everything is perfectly fine. You understand?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Dad.
He is.
My mom and dad had moved to California because my dad got this big job.
To California, but where they used to live before? It's in Beverly Hills in California.
That's Calabasas where they were stealing. So I think, yeah.
Oh, ahí se le empezó a caer el pelo.
The stress he was going through, probably.
And Lyle here, he's on summer break from Princeton. I don't know if you've ever heard of
Se le
it.
empezó a caer el pelo por el estrés,
Thank you for the
parece.
laughs. He's getting straight A's. Boom, 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 one after the other. He's number one on the tennis team. What about that? And now he's
That he
our
like to brag
newest
about.
management
That's so obnoxious.
trainee, okay?
For him,
So
for
let's
Lyle,
make
I mean, como
life
que
entertainment.
vergüenza.
Welcome to Lyle Menendez. Okay. Hey, hold on. Are you losing your hair?
In front of everybody. Dios mío, frente a todo el mundo, cabrón.
So, for tonight, we have this special screening.
Tiene una calva ahí ya.
Just what a fucking
I'm heading that
douchebag.
way to Lyle. Don't worry.
Look, listen, I get who your dad is, so fine. I'll nod my head, say, yeah, great idea. I know, right? Fucking rich kids.
Yeah, I think you're going to get a great fit with this model.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Oh, so
Yes.
él fue el que lo llevó y todo eso.
Very
¿viste
good
eso?
job.
Yeah,
Very
he's the
good.
one that pushed him into it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is the right one.
I know. Come on. Está bien bravo. You look great on that. You
Está bien bravo.
wanna be a killer, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You wanna succeed in business?
Yes, sir.
You wanna go into politics? Then you gotta have a good head of hair, right? What the fuck? This is a beautiful, great job. Fantastic.
But what if I don't want to?
You don't want to what?
I need you to hold my hand.
Wear a wig. What if I don't want to wear a wig?
We can discuss this at home, okay? Now you're wearing a wig. And that's the way it's gonna be. Okay?
I think it was missing a little bit of hair.
Thank you, Dad, for all you're doing for me.
What?
¿Qué dijo?
Dad, thank you very much for what you're doing for me.
He makes him apologize.
Can you believe this shit?
Oof.
Oh my God, pause this shit. I
Wow.
feel like I'm going to throw up my steak. I just ate a wonderful ribeye steak. And I feel like I am nauseous. Like, you are telling your 18, 19, whatever how old he is there, that he has to tell, thank you for all you're doing for me. You brought this kid into the damn world. Like, I taught that to my fucking 3-year-old. Thank you, you're welcome. Like,
Can you follow the story? And
I
stop
am
going
following
through
the story.
sidelines?
I'm sorry. Sorry, es que me encabrona porque siento que voy a vomitar mi steak. Porque es que como tú te tienes que parar ahí al frente de la gente. Es como que si él no tuviera vergüenza que está al frente de las personas.
Yeah.
Like, I hope this story is being told by the doctor, by the Dean of Admissions of Princeton, by all these people. And
I mean, but at the moment, I don't think you're going to see it wrong. Like, if you're the doctor there, ahí, and you're seeing that, it's like, oh, okay, so he's teaching his kids to be, like, grateful and stuff like that. Like, you know.
There's a tone for everything.
I know, pero, like, if it's just that, like, that's it. You're not seeing more. Whatever happening at home, you know, what happened at the meeting,
That is
like,
true.
stuff like that. If
So it's like a one-time thing.
One
And
single thing,
yeah.
it's like, oh, okay,
Sí, te
whatever,
entiendo,
you
es
know.
verdad. Que Alex dice que no es algo que tú ves recurrente, que algo que tú ves una vez como que a lo mejor no está mal en los ojos de un profesional o algo. Pero when you put it all together for this, pues yeah.
Exactly.
I go back for a moment to before you were suspended, back to the robberies and meeting Ozil.
Lyle! What are you guys doing? Look at this. Where did you guys get this?
John List's parents are out of town, so he threw a party. Shepard here found the combo to the safe on like a fucking post-it note.
I mean, it beats asking Dad for money, right?
His friend.
It is so fucking easy. We know all the kids are out of town on vacation.
Te lo dije. I mean, they knew exactly where the stuff was.
IBM
Ay,
PS2
papi.
computer.
Yep.
One solo flex machine, large fireproof safe, printer.
Yep, got all that.
Jesus, that's a shitload of stuff. What's missing off the list?
Oh, stuff they pawned, jewelry, some pieces of china. Yeah, I guess
Ay,
that's the gravy boat she was talking about.
Oh.
And then they say that there was $8,000 in cash.
Okay, just give me a number and I'll cut a check, please.
You okay?
Jodieron.
We're really sorry, Dad.
No. Please don't.
You see, just like you said ahorita, like, his dad is a millionaire, like, he has money, but do they really have money? You know?
I know what
Like,
you're
they can
saying.
live in a mansion and still live like poor kids. I mean, they have everything, you know,
Claro.
but they don't have money because, like he said, it's better than asking that for money. So maybe he was like, no, you gotta make your own money and
I
stuff.
get that.
you know?
Yeah, I can understand that, but
I mean, it doesn't make it right,
claro que
pero
no. Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. Like, in shoes of his
Well,
dad.
actually, I do. Lyle, what do you have to say about this?
Just, yeah.
Hmm?
We're sorry.
No.
I mean, thank you for bailing us out.
Nope, you don't get it. You don't fucking get it. You both are out of the will. All there is to it. Lie, cheat,
Okay,
steal,
so
but
this
do
is
not
something that he
fucking
had
get
in their
caught!
mind.
It's a court thing. Yes, the judge says they gotta do it and they're gonna do it. My kids don't need therapy, for Christ's sake. They're fine. All I care about is your signature on that piece of paper. That's all. Because my kids are not going there to talk about this family or anything that goes on in this house. They're not. And if they do, I need you to tell me, please, because that's not what they're there for. They are there to talk about the robberies and yeah, how sorry they are and the regret they feel, blah, 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 and that's it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god.
Sorry to keep you waiting
that's how
now.
they
Which
met
one of
this
you is
guy.
Erik?
Hey,
I'm
he's
Erik,
Dr. Ozio.
and this is Lyle.
I know, but that's because
Yeah,
of
they
the
said
rob.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why didn't you tell him, Dr. Ozio,
Why didn't I tell him what?
about the abuse, about the sexual abuse?
Well, when we first started seeing him, at that time, I didn't know that my dad was still doing that stuff with Erik, like the stuff that he used to do with me. He hadn't fucking told me that yet.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? Why didn't you tell anybody about the abuse by your father? You're telling us everything else, but you're not telling us that. It's clear you loved your father, okay? Jill and I, we understand that. But Lyle, if your father abused you sexually, we need to hear about it. We need to hear about it in as much detail as you're able to provide.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
Speak up.
Sorry,
Take your time.
Erik knows, obviously. And Donovan, my roommate at Princeton, I told him, told my cousin. She was living with us. And
So there are people that know.
I wanted to sleep in the basement with her so that my dad couldn't come down there. And I remember asking her, does your dad ever touch your privates? And she just looked at me like she couldn't even understand what I was saying.
How old were you when this started?
6, I think.
Oh shit.
And when I play it back, it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like a movie, I guess. Everything's in slow motion.
That's a baby.
6
You
years
should
old,
not have
bro.
to be asking your cousin.
With massages,
It's un bebé.
tennis and stuff. Which is funny, because when a kid does sports, it's not like you need a massage.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, kids are
I remember his
fucking
hands. It felt special. Like I was the center of his world. And we would fondle each other.
And did your mother know that this was happening?
I didn't think so,
Oh
no.
my god. You don't think so? A mother can't be that. You can't be that blind. Well, I've seen stories. They are that blind, right?
Well, I mean, some
Tú
of
vas a ser
them,
tan
some of
ciega.
them know and they just allow it. Like they're
Pero-
fucking sick.
When I turned 7 years old, it started to change, and he started showing me movies.
Pornographic movies.
Wow, a los 7 años.
And I would have to we'd go into the bathroom, and then I'd have to kneel on the tile, which had this really weird pattern on it. I feel like I looked at it a lot, and now sometimes when I do it, I'll do it in that pattern. Anyways, I'd be kneeling, and then he would just guide my movements.
Guide your movements to fondle him.
But with my mouth.
Ay, Dios mío, qué asco.
When you were 7,
At 7
No,
years old.
your
I'm
father
nauseous.
made you perform oral sex on him.
Yes. And I knew I was 7 because I had just gotten the Sesame Street stuffed animal family, and they used to argue all the time about the stuff that I was doing with
Sorry, who's they?
the stuffed animals. Oscar had a lot of really strong opinions about it, and Ernie always wanted to play with me after. I guess to get my mind off of it.
Bendito, he would create like a
Because around then,
scenario.
or maybe a little bit later, I started to really not like it. Because my dad, he started to incorporate objects. He would get me naked, and then he would insert the objects. And I knew that that was strange, and I told my cousin about that. My mom didn't believe her. She just didn't fucking care.
I really hope this isn't bullshit.
But that's when I started to do it to Erik.
Oh.
And I don't know why I did that, because I didn't like it when my dad did it to me. He didn't like it either.
That's when he started doing it to Erik, to his little brother. Se lo empezó a hacer al hermanito.
My mom didn't believe her. She just didn't fucking care.
Puta.
But that's when I started to do it to Erik. And I don't know why I did that, because I didn't like it when my dad did it to me. He didn't like it either. He would always ask me to stop.
He thought it was normal.
But I had to make it normal, right?
Exacto.
What my dad was doing to me, I had to make that normal.
That
Even
is
though I knew that it
crazy.
fucking wasn't.
I mean, he's doing what Daddy showed me, you know?
But then
Like,
as I got older, when I turned 8, the sex stuff got worse. And we started showering together. And he would rape me. It hurt so much, and I told him that it hurt and that I wanted it to stop. And he said, I remember, I love you, and I don't want to hurt you, and it'll stop. And it did. It stopped. And now I know why, because he was doing it to Erik.
Oh my God.
And so I walked up to him and I told him that I knew what was happening between him and Erik and that it had better stop. And he looked at me and he said,
Erik, make things up. You keep this between us, okay?
Lyle, I am so sorry you went through that.
And it wasn't until much later that I found out that he was now fucking doing it to Erik.
Lyle, I gotta tell you something.
What? And when he fucking told me that, I felt like...
What?
Like he had taken my fucking brother away from me. By hating Erik and loving me. And by fucking hating Erik.
No. 45, 46, 47. Come on, Erik. Jesus, we can do 1 minute. Come on.
He hated Erik, and it made me hate Erik too. And I saw how my dad fucking treated him, and then I treated him the same way. What kind of person does that to their brother? What kind of sick fuck? I didn't like it when my dad did it to me, and then I fucking did it to him.
I know what's going on between you and Erik.
What? What do you say?
Don't fucking play that shit with me!
Hold on. What do you say?
I swear to fucking Christ, this is done. This is done. You understand? No more between you two. And you are never to touch him. Not ever. I will tell everyone. So just
in your own fucking home. You know, it's like not feeling safe in your own fucking home.
That's horrible.
No sentirse
So
seguro.
that's your decision then, is it?
No, just fucking stop, like you promised.
Yeah, but you've made your choice then.
No, Dad,
I'm just saying that if you don't stop.
No, I heard what you said. Now be like a fucking man. Do it. Fucking do it.
Do what?
I don't know. You just asked me. I mean, I'm proud of you.
So obnoxious,
I'm proud of you,
bro.
Lyle, because finally you are doing something. Great. That's my boy. Good. Erik made his choice. You made your choice. I will make mine.
To do what? To speak up?
Mi amor, he basically said, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
And what do you imagine?
Voy a hacer lo que me salga los cojones, digo.
I didn't have to imagine what he meant by that. I knew.
There you go. He's gonna tell you.
He was gonna fucking kill us.
Okay. I need you to pause that really quick.
I mean, that's what I was.
I need to swallow real quick.
I was like.
Dame agua. Like.
Where you going?
Where's the water? I need to stand up for a second.
I think it's over there on the table.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That's what I would expect. Like, you know, if you confront him and tell him that you're gonna come forward and make it public, tráela para acá, por favor. Then, what do you think he's gonna do?
Claro, kill him.
Kill them.
Yep.
Like, he's so afraid that this gets out, you know.
There is a special, if this is all true, again, we are not done, but this is all true, there's a special place in fucking hell for people like that. Like, I hope there fucking is. Yo espero que haya un pedacito en el infierno bien, bien, bien pequeño donde todas estas personas
se congreguen y
sí,
sufran
juntos. Like,
it's crazy.
Oh, thank you, Tony. Now, ladies, I never repeat gossip, so listen carefully.
Seriously, Nick, how were you able to get a tour of the Menendez house?
Now, Carrie, a Vanity Fair reporter, never reveals his sources. But let's just say it always pays to know a good realtor in Beverly Hills.
So what was it like?
Well, for one, the house has quite a royal pedigree. Its previous occupants include Prince, the theater director Hal Prince, a Saudi prince, and even one princess.
Princess Di?
Elton John. Now, once you're inside, you can't help but notice the appallingly second-rate furniture.
Was this before
But once you move past
After.
the tacky furnishings, your attention is immediately drawn to the television room.
yeah, it was after.
At first glance, you'd have no inkling as to what took place there. But if you look long enough,
My mom had that same fucking table. It's ridiculous. Same table acá, pues, mi mamá hizo.
Rich people problems.
I was not rich.
Would you move into this house
Fuck yeah.
knowing what happened?
This house is beautiful. Claro que sí.
based on my conversations with the detectives on the case, and from seeing the layout of the room, it's obvious to me that the brothers entered from behind through the terrace doors so that they could catch their parents by surprise.
Crazy.
Jose and Kitty were completely unarmed, had no idea what was coming. Total sitting ducks.
So you think it was premeditated?
It was absolutely premeditated.
Claro.
Lyle and Erik had been thinking about doing this for weeks, years. Several of my sources confirm as much.
I just thought we were writing a screenplay, you know? I had no clue we were writing a fucking
The talkative
blueprint
friend.
for how Erik was going to off his parents.
No. They never told Jerry that they were in any
immediate danger. They were just fed up with the
La culpable
situation
de
and
todo.
decided they were finally going to put an end to it.
And when you factor
scorned
in
woman.
their
Cabrón,
behavior
yeah.
after the murders,
All they cared about was being driven around in limousines and staying in the presidential suite at the Bel Air Hotel.
Dang, he
it
has
is
talked
a
to
very
everybody.
nice
Yeah.
suite. As well as after their arrest.
Found a letter in Erik's cell that Lyle wrote. Dude wrote up this
Claro,
crazy-ass
sí,
escape.
hablado con todo el mundo, todo el mundo.
It becomes increasingly difficult to shed any tears for these sociopathic siblings. Now, naturally, some family members continue to rally to their defense, a few even clinging to bizarre conspiracy theories.
I think Jose's company had him in Kitty's murder because of the insurance money. They're all a bunch of, como se dice, how do you say? Greedy motherfuckers!
And of course, let's not forget their formidable legal team, led by the fearless little orphan Annie.
You jerks can say whatever you want, but Erik and Lyle are amongst the best clients I have ever had. They are adorable.
Wait,
Adorable?
she did not seriously call them adorable.
Adorables.
You know I never exaggerate.
So what do you think their motive was? Money?
With that rage, though.
You don't murder your parents the way
Oh my God.
Jose and Kitty Menendez were murdered simply for money.
Yes.
Blasting them with shotguns
Claro.
at close range, literally defacing them. You don't reload your gun when you realize your mother is still alive. That's crazy. Even after you've pumped her full of buckshot shells that have torn through her body, and she's crawling on the floor like a maimed animal, barely clinging to life.
No, they hated them. Hated them.
You don't walk up to her through the gun smoke over shell casings. Point the muzzle of the shotgun next to her cheek. Look her in the eye so that she knows it was you.
He's a good storyteller.
He is.
And then
He's a journalist.
Cabrón.
Si tú no matas a tus papás así, tú los tienes que odiar.
Oh, yeah.
A muerte los tienes que odiar.
No. That's not about money. That's about something deeper, darker, and evil
At least
that
he like
goes beyond hate.
he can understand that part. Like he know there's something else
Jesus.
behind it.
No wonder why we didn't hire you to do the rewrites on Pretty Woman.
By the way, Nick, your Vanity Fair piece, does it have a title?
Nightmare on Elm Drive.
Ooh, okay.
Unfucking believable.
Oh, relax. Les, you shouldn't even be reading that.
Well, unfortunately, the rest of America...
He's a Vanity Fair journalist, writer. So on his column, that's the title.
Oh,
They used to
Nightmare
live
on
on Elm Drive, so Nightmare on Elm Drive.
It is reading it. It's bad enough I have to deal with actual journalists. Now I have to deal with pseudo-journalists, fucking armchair psychologists like Dunn who don't give a damn about the facts. The boys entered through the terrace doors? Bullshit. They were wearing overalls and gloves? Also bullshit. Jose and Kitty were having ice cream and fruit. Did Dunn even bother to read the fucking forensic report? And look, I get it. His daughter was murdered, which is a terrible tragedy. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. But does that give him the right to traffic in
See,
lies?
remember, it just happened that she was the lawyer of whoever killed his daughter.
The defense. Yeah.
And be a journalistic lackey for the prosecution?
Dunn peddles and gossip journalism, babe, and sadly, gossip sells. Though,
sadly,
did you really call Lyle and Erik adorable?
That is not the point, Tim.
What?
The
You don't wanna
point
answer that?
is that thanks to him, public opinion is now fucked. There is no way the boys are going to have a fair trial now.
Okay, then maybe you should just quit the case.
I can't quit. You know me, I'm not a quitter. That's why I still smoke.
Wow.
If only I knew a good journalist who could help me push back against some of this pro-prosecution bullshit.
No, Les.
Do you happen to know one?
A pact, remember? Church and state.
I know.
Oh, that.
Besides, you're better in the
Wait,
courtroom
what did
than
he
you
say?
are courting the press.
That's because of pro-prosecution bullshit.
No, Les.
Iglesia y
We made a
Estado.
pact, remember? Church and state.
Church and state, that's cool.
Besides, you're better in the courtroom than you are courting the press.
That's because
that's literally when you separate church from
Oh,
state.
okay,
Like
okay,
la iglesia se separa de.
See that,
del
so they
Estado.
don't mix their own.
Nope.
They're two professional.
Nope. You in your lane, me in my lane, y ahí se quedaron las cosas.
most of the press are assholes.
Okay, I get it. You're an attack dog. That's why I married you. Just try not to flip anyone off at our adoption follow-up next week.
Next week, what day?
Tuesday.
Shit. I can't. I'm sorry. I have a pre-trial hearing on the Oziel tapes.
Les, we've already rescheduled twice.
Tim, I can't. A big part of our case hinges on making sure those tapes are inadmissible as evidence.
Okay, fine. I'll call the agency and reschedule. Maybe we should save ourselves the hassle and adopt Lyle and Erik.
They're adorable.
Well, maybe just Erik.
She's so stupid.
That was funny. It was funny.
Thanks for agreeing to talk to me, Donovan. I know you've had a lot of people hounding you with questions over the last couple of months.
Now look, Miss Abramson, I am fine to talk to you and to answer your questions, but I really do not want to be put on that witness stand.
Well, I think at this point that's probably unavoidable. After all, Erik did use your ID to buy the shotguns.
That guy.
And besides,
Ay, garete.
if you and Lyle were as close as you say you were, I'd imagine you'd be willing to do anything you could to help with his defense. You know, he's facing the gas chamber.
They still got that in California?
They do. Now, when you and Lyle were roommates, what kind of stuff did you talk about?
Everything, pretty much. Our dreams, our aspirations,
Oh, that's the one he told
our
his stuff
families.
to.
We had a lot in common.
Wait, it was Lyle, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he said
He told his roommate from Princeton.
And the
Cousin.
Like what?
O sea, que él le contó toda la historia
Well, we
que
both had very
supuestamente había
dominant
sido violado por el papá.
Though Jose was 10 times worse than my old man. The only thing that mattered to him was winning, whatever the cost. I could tell Lyle was under a ton of pressure.
I mean, did he ever share any secrets with you about his family? Specifically about his dad?
One night, he told me his father had an affair. And how when his mom found out, he practically killed her. I've never seen Lyle so mad about something. I could fucking kill him for what he's doing to her. Come on. Lyle, you don't mean that.
No, I do. The shit that he's put her through, the shit that he's put us all through. Maybe he should be fucking killed. The guy's impossible to live with.
And I didn't think much of it at the time. People say all kinds of shit when you're angry. But then a couple weeks later, we're at this Chinese restaurant, just him and I.
Salute! Oh, fuck. My best fucking friend, right? Yep. Nothing that we wouldn't do for each other.
No. No, obviously nothing.
What is he coming with?
Like, say some really bad shit happened to you. You know, obviously I would take care of your family, and, you know, it's like some really, really bad shit were to happen to me, you know, you'd look after Erik and my mom.
Yeah, of course, man.
Because we're fucking family.
Right. He didn't mention his dad.
Right. Ay, déjame dejar a mi papá afuera, cabrón.
There really is nothing more important than family, huh? Right? Because, you know, with family, with real fucking family, you can't have any secrets.
Agreed.
So there's nothing that you're hiding from me.
Nothing at all.
And in that moment, it felt like Lyle was testing me. Like if I didn't say the right thing, that'd be the end of our friendship. So I told him I was molested when I was a kid. It happened over at a family friend's house, and I told him all about it. You know, how I could still remember the room where it happened, the pictures on the walls.
This is
Ink stains on the carpet.
This is outrageous. Because it kind of, like, you hear stories like this, and then it kind of makes you think, like, shit, I can't go to a fucking party and leave my kids unattended in a fucking movie in the room with the kids, because you don't know whose fucking kid is going to be fucking...
And it doesn't even matter that, like, you're surrounding people. Like,
No.
Rich people issues. Like,
Claro. Like, uno no puede estar ni en una fiesta y dejar a su hijo tranquilo. Que, mira, váyanse con todos los nenes al cuarto a ver una película. Pero bendito sea Dios.
dude, maybe back then was more like, it wasn't as exposed as today, you know? And maybe people feel like they have more chances to get away with, you know?
Before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I believe that too. Yeah.
Because, like, fuck, 2 out of 2 kids.
Right.
Smell the guy's. And you know, that was the first time I ever told anybody, so I wasn't sure how Lyle was going to react.
In the 80s, like, how do you talk about that in the fucking 80s?
Wait, he said that before he confessed too.
Yep.
I'm here for you, though. I know what you're going through.
Thanks, man.
Seriously, man, I fucking know.
Oh, shit, ¿verdad? Que le contó antes, o no fue que le escuchó.
I know, yeah. Is he gonna say?
Erik and I,
Oof.
we were molested too.
Oh, he opened up to his friend.
Se lo dijo.
By our dad.
Uf, también con nombre y apellido.
That makes it 10 times worse.
El amigo de él se lo sabe.
So Lyle confessed to you about being sexually abused by his dad 4 months before the murders?
¿Qué?
He basically didn't get into too much detail. But he did tell me about the creepy fucking showers they used to take. And it sounds like Erik got the worst of it.
He knows.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the hardest part for Lyle was that he couldn't protect Erik.
He's the key witness.
He had so much guilt.
Well, not witness, porque no estaba ahí, pero...
Like he was responsible for what happened.
Lyle, I have a question. What was so special about that weekend? Why did you feel like your lives were in danger then?
Well, Erik can tell you more, but that night, the night that I confronted my dad, Erik got home late that night and I was in bed already.
Erik, come on, unlock this door. And then, Erik, Jesus. Let go, please. And then, Erik. I told you not to tell anyone, Dad. I'm sorry. I told you not to tell anyone. You did this. You destroyed our family.
¿A quién le dijo?
Oh, Lyle. When he told Lyle, he said that now that I confronted
What's
him.
the matter with you?
Nothing. You don't understand.
Of course I do. You think I didn't know?
What
a bitch.
Yes, you fucking are.
I always knew.
What are you saying?
You old piece of
I
shit.
cared about keeping this family together.
We knew then that she was going to take my dad's side no matter what.
¡Qué asco! ¡Qué asco! ¡Repugnante! ¡Qué fucking barbaridad! ¡Esa mujer!
Even after everything that he had done to her, all the cheating, it didn't fucking matter.
What the fuck? What? She knows. Well, she knows. We don't have much time.
Jesus.
Until your mother was gonna, what? Kill you?
I don't think that you understand my mom. My mom loved guns. There were these birds that she hated, plovers. And she wanted to scare off the homeless people. One time, she actually brought Erik with her to buy one,
And he says that she told him.
I'm gonna kill somebody with this.
Is all
He thought
this true? Or
she
is this
met
the
our
part that's
dad
like
or maybe
not
his
true from
girlfriend.
this series? This is ridiculous. Okay, pause. Let me just get in her shoes. Okay, I hate these birds. Tengo una escopeta, and I'm out here. Okay.
I'm gonna kill somebody with this gun.
No. The bird part is okay. The homeless people, reaching. But I'm gonna kill somebody someday with one of these. Yeah, bitch. You are cuckoo for cocoa. Like I'm just.
I feel like this part of the story should not be like made up because it's a story that he told the lawyer. The lawyer could just say it forward, you know.
Sí, exacto.
Not like whatever happened in jail and like the gay stuff. That's more like okay, who was there to tell, versus stories that
Sí, pero yo lo que digo es que me estoy tratando de poner en los zapatos de ellas, como que a entender cómo yo voy a un sitio a comprar una pistola, una escopeta y digo, con mi hijo de, ¿cuánto? 17, 18 años, voy a matar a alguien con esto algún día. Cabrona, dale.
That is what I'm gonna get next. Fits right in my purse.
O una pistola de pequeña.
You thought she had a handgun?
With a silencer. Yeah. Eric and I both.
Silenciador.
So we grabbed the cash out of Eric's Peter Rabbit book and we went to buy shotguns.
So this was, that was Friday?
Yeah, because Saturday we were supposed to go on that big fishing trip, shark fishing, just as a family. But then something happened that really freaked us out.
Boat trip tomorrow's been pushed back. It's not 11 anymore, it's 4 p.m. Tell Lyle.
Yeah, something about that just really fucked with us.
Like, why else would they change the time? I'm telling you, it's so that it would be dark outside and then they could dump us over the side and say that we drowned or whatever.
I know, because you don't go shark fishing at night, right?
So we were all worked up and we thought
they're right.
it would be to just drive around all afternoon and hope that they would.
Usually you go fishing like in the early.
Shit, they're still here.
Come on, the boat's leaving. Jesus, come on.
What do we do with the guns?
Just leave them in your car.
Sí, sé que eso es lo primero que tú hubieras pensado, que por qué cambiaron la hora para tan tarde.
If I think they're gonna kill me, and now the fishing trip is going to be to sunset time. Yeah.
Claro.
Because, but they actually got on the car, I think.
Sí, they were trying to get there late. No, pero para que lo dijera en español. Ya lo habías dicho en inglés.
Oh. Sí, yo pienso que si a mí me quieren matar y los papás te dicen como que vamos a cambiar la hora para las 4 de la tarde, lo primero que yo voy a pensar es, estos cabrones, este trip es el trip que nos van a matar. Y nos van a tirar los overboard, nos los van a dar a los tiburones y
pero
ya.
Pero el bote es de ellos. Dale play. Es culo cerrado. What is wrong with Eric? Eric está al garete.
Paranoico. Oh, she had the gun.
I'm way too talkative to be like that. I'll be like, hey, mom, what's that? ¿Qué es eso? Yo le pregunto.
Oh, you finally bought the gun?
Sí, full. I would just start a conversation. Hey, what's that? The gun?
What's that?
Oh, it's cool. Let me see it.
Who's ready to catch some sharks?
I mean, there was somebody else there. Había otra persona.
¿El capitán?
Por eso.
What are they talking about up there?
Just don't go. Just stay together. They can't get us both.
Bendito. That's sad.
I'm so sorry, Eric. I'm sorry that you felt like you couldn't come to me. And I'm sorry that I did that to you. I don't know why.
Bendito. They're really cold.
It's not your fault.
So, they want to fish? I don't know. No idea. What a fucking waste. What are you doing? Get in.
We're gonna meet Perry. Perry's picking us up.
No, get in the car. No, we're gonna have a talk, okay? Iron some things out. Come on.
It's okay. You go ahead.
Oh, it was a lipstick.
We're gonna meet Perry.
Paranoia at its finest, okay? Están súper paranoicos.
And it was in that moment that we decided that we were never going to give them another opportunity to hurt us. We were never going to let them come between us ever again. I was going to protect him.
You want to shoot birdshot or buckshot? Birdshot's softer recoil, but that's not going to stop a bad guy.
Eso patea. Y
You would think, why don't they just leave? They're 21 and what, 18 years old, 22?
Leave the house.
Leave the house. Like, why don't you just leave? ¿Por qué no te vas?
I don't think they have money, baby. I mean...
Then get a job. If poor people do it whenever they come from an abusive family, like, and this is just myself, putting myself in the perspective of both. Like, let's forget that they're abusers and whatever. Let's think, I'm Lyle, I'm Erik. I'm going through this bullshit. And the only thing that I could think of is I don't want to leave and I don't want to put in the work because I'm afraid that I'm going to be cut out because of the money. So I don't want to leave this lifestyle and have to go work and get myself a job at the McDonald's or something to start from zero. So I'm just sucking it up.
You need to understand something. You cannot leave because you don't have money. You cannot get a job because your dad is not going to allow you to get a job.
How? He's not. Figure? How?
You think
he's 22.
You think his dad want him to be a president or something and he's going to let him work at McDonald's? No, he cared too much about the way they look.
Okay. That doesn't mean you cannot leave. That doesn't mean you cannot get emancipated. Like, emancipated bullshit. They're old.
Well, he can. That's what I'm saying. He can leave, but where to?
I'll go. If you are going through that bad of a time, there's like, you can, they got themselves $8,000. 4 and 4. Let's go get an apartment. Let's go get jobs. When they robbed it. They should have.
They didn't get $8,000.
Yes, they did. They stole the $8,000 from the thing.
Money, the cash money.
Take that money and fucking leave. Go to Florida. Like there is something keeping them there, and I understand that there's. I mean, and I again, here I go again, putting myself in their shoes. Maybe it was about status of well, even though my parents did A through Z to me, I still don't want them to be put in that focus of. Damn, their kids salieron ungrateful o salieron unos cabrones or whatever. So I can understand that part too. It's just, it's infuriating. It's infuriating.
I mean, the whole thing is like what the parents did, what they did to the parents, it's...
Mm-hmm. So it's fucked up. Yo digo, es como que ¿por qué no se fueron? O sea, ¿por qué no cogieron sus cosas? Si ellos se pusieron a robar casa y sacaron un dinero, creo que fueron $8,000. Pero $8,000 en el 1980 y pico, te daba. Cabrón, like, las rentas ahí eran menos de $1,000.
Baby, well, in Beverly Hills, it's different.
No, they don't have to. Ellos no tenían que vivir en Beverly Hills.
Average rent back then, eso eran como, qué sé yo, algunos $300, maybe. Okay. Para una renta por ahí regular. Ahí podían coger.
Tenían $8,000 para irse, para huir. Para huir. Huir. Tenían cosas para vender. Mira, yo entiendo que a lo mejor robar no fue... qué sé yo, pídele chavo a tu mamá o para tu papá para algo, dile que algo, vende tu carro, algo. Ellos pudieron haber hecho tantas cosas para salirse de esa casa y yo entiendo que por el estatus que tenían, no lo hicieron. A veces el estatus te hace... Como las mujeres que se quedan por los hombres con dinero.
True.
Like, imagino que la mamá también era eso. If she really knew that they were doing that shit to them, she only stayed because of the status, of the money. You didn't really care about kids. Like, no te importa un carajo tener hijos. Lo que te importaba era el dinero y el estatus de vivir en calabazas, en Beverly Hills, whatever.
Yeah, she was
like,
horrible.
The fuck?
Horrible, pero horrible.
Cannot wait for episode 5.
Bueno,
See you
chequeamos,
guys.
corillo.
Nos vemos.